Hello and welcome to another edition of Can't Clip It. I'm Jesse Ralph. He's Evan Dubois. Say hi, Evan.
Hi.
And we're back. No guests this week. We might have a special guest popping in a little while later.
Yeah.
But you'll need to stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Evan, how's everything been with you?
Good. We did the show in Keswick.
Yes.
That was fun.
Keswick, Ontario.
Yeah.
That used to be a rough area when I was growing up. Mm-hmm. So it always shocks me when a place that I knew was rough doesn't like an offensive joke.
Yeah.
Because I remember being scared as a kid playing hockey in Keswick.
Yeah.
Where it was farm boys and tough fellas.
Okay. It's kind of like that in Ajax now, but for a different reason. Ajax used to be old people by the lake.
Right.
And now it's street.
Yeah. And they just keep building more and more subdivisions on the outskirts where there used to be farmland.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no more cows.
It's funny how you see that happening so much around the GTA where it's you'll see this beautiful farm property and then drive a minute and then just see new houses being built up and you're
Yeah.
This isn't sustainable.
Yeah, I drove past a subdivision the other day and I was like, this is the fucking place from Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
All of the houses look the same.
Yeah.
And then one of them will have yellow flowers and then one of them will have a red flower. And then it's oh, we're different. Look.
Yeah.
We have different tastes in flowers.
The McMansions, as they call them.
Yeah. The McMansions. Nice.
When I was driving over here today, I'm about to make a left turn on a country road, and I look behind me, and the guy behind me has gotten out of his car, and he's flailing against the his car, and I'm this guy is having a medical emergency, and so I look back, and I'm dude, are you okay? Are you okay, my friend? He's my shirt's just too tight, and he's just taking his coat off, and I had to get out of his car to do so. I was this man, I thought he was having a seizure or something, and
God.
he just got out of his car to take his jacket off. And was
Meanwhile, he's why is this man slowing down so much to watch me take my shirt off?
He was right behind me about to take a
He
left.
finally gets the shirt off. He looks over at just you like this.
The reason I stopped was it was a country road. So if I just left him and then heard on the news man had medical emergency, and I was oh no, this is the Phil Collins song for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
But he was just drowning in his sweater.
Yeah.
That was a little too
Man,
tight on him.
you're the second person I've heard reference that song other than Eminem.
Yeah. Yeah, but I looked behind me and I was if I don't say something, and he was I'm cool, man, and then I was well, now I'm embarrassed for both of us.
Yeah.
That a sweater is incapacitating this man so much, and that I thought I was being a hero, being
Yeah.
you okay? And he's I'm fine.
Are you having cardiovascular problems, sir? He's no, I can't get my cardigan off. Okay, it's different things.
It was really tight on him, so I would have wished I saw him try to put it on, but
Yeah,
it was wild.
that's me when I wear most things. Yeah, I'm big now. I don't know if I mentioned this on the podcast yet, but I started gaining weight, and
Yeah.
my first when my clothes first didn't start fitting properly.
Yeah.
My first move was to be it wasn't oh, it's me, I'm the problem. It was Steph shrank all of my clothes.
Yeah.
She shrank everything. Why would she do this to me?
Yeah.
I get mad. I'll be Steph, you shrunk this one too.
Yeah.
And she's oh, I'm sorry. And she knew.
Yeah.
I told her I came to this realization. She's I'm so thankful you came to this realization because so badly I wanted to be no, you're getting fat. I didn't fuck up the laundry again. You've told me enough times.
Yeah. She's I've just made too delicious of food, and
Yeah.
you keep getting bigger by eating my leftovers I was going to take for work the next day.
Only when it's pizza.
Yeah. Pizza's deadly, man.
Yeah, there's pizza in the fridge. I can't stop myself.
Just eating it over the sink at 3 a.m.
Yeah. Hey, if I was alive in the 40s
Yeah.
and they were listen, Hitler's got a fridge full of pizza, he'd have been done. I'd have got the job done right away.
Just running in there with a helmet on.
Yeah. They're like, he's taking 9 bullets.
That
And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. All I see is pepperonis all over my body. I'm gonna.
Oh my goodness. That's wild to think of how tough like that generation had to be and then had to just come back and go right to work again.
Yeah.
Like I'm someone, if I take a vacation, I need like a day off to be
Yeah.
like
Well, I think it's nice to go to the corner store now and know that the guy behind the counter didn't kill anyone.
Yeah.
But like in the 70s, it like you saw a guy like in his 50s, you're like, oh man.
Yeah, that was a rough go.
He's like, hey, settle down. You're like, okay, I'll settle down. Yeah, I don't want you to fucking kill me. Jesus Christ.
Like, I honestly wonder, you see like retirement homes now, and a lot of them are like, you know, people that might have gone to war.
Yeah.
Then you're like, how tough would they have had to have been? And now you just see them when they're like walking with assistance.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
I will be playing video games when I'm in a retirement facility.
Yeah.
I will have that fear of like, that's when I'll be living out the war fantasy, like playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's funny. You're just like, I hope I make it to the next game's release.
Oh, power outage? No? That's funny. We just had the lights go out.
Yeah.
And you got a text.
And I got a text.
We will be right back after these important messages.
Oh, yeah, nice. You like that?
Here, let me...
Subscribe for more to my OnlyFans.
That's wild that they both gave out at the same time.
Well, they're plugged into the same socket.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
We're overpowering this room.
Yeah. There's too many things. It's because of the fridge, I think. Maybe we'll unplug the fridge next time when we start.
Yeah.
Yeah. My computer's on over there. I got a fucking piano plugged in. Jesus Christ.
This is a playroom.
Yeah.
This is a children's playroom.
Yeah.
We just need like a little video game console corner where we can
Yeah.
sit and cross our legs. And
We got to get one of those man cave LEDs for the background.
I've got a theory about man caves. Is that anytime you talk to like a guy that's in his 50s, he's always so proud to be like, so I got a man cave.
Yeah.
You're
That's you know when you're 12 and your friend's like, yo, I built a structure in the woods
Yeah.
and there's a table in it.
Yeah.
And we can smoke weed. You're 12. We can all smoke weed in the cabin.
Man.
Yeah, that's an adult's version of that. He can't build a playhouse, so he has a man cave.
I don't think you'll be the guy that has a man cave because, I mean, look at this room. But I have friends who, like, move in with their girlfriend and then, like, all of a sudden they've got, like, this, like, 2x2 square footage of counter space that they're allowed to put things that they like on.
Yeah.
And nothing else. And
Yeah.
I think that the man cave just becomes revenge.
Yeah.
Of, you know,
You're like,
wife-
oh, you take
wife
the whole bathroom.
Yeah. She decorates the entire house.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to pick a couple small corners of the house to hang up like my favorite jersey and put a big
Yeah.
screen.
And it's never the good part of the house.
No, it's always the
You
basement
know, like the
or
good part of the
garage.
house is your wife's knitting room.
Yeah.
You get the basement or the garage.
Yeah.
You're always too cold
Yeah.
in whatever room your man cave is in.
Yeah.
That's why it's called a cave.
Yeah.
There's rock floors. And there's no carpets. It's all concrete. It's a cave.
Yeah. I had neighbors growing up that were just like constantly like garage door open smoking darts, and it could be like -30 and they were just still out there like drinking beers because the wife wouldn't let them inside
That's
to
funny.
have fun.
I remember I used to be friends with this guy named Jagger in high school, and I would go to he lived at the end of my street, so I would walk to his house in like the cold to like go and smoke weed at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I have school the next day. You know what I mean? And we go sit in his garage.
Of
and
course his name's Jagger.
Yeah, he had a couch in his garage and like 3 bongs.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to bleep that for YouTube.
Yeah.
Can't say.
BONG.
Well, just weed in general.
That was fair.
Yeah.
It's weird, like it's legal in Canada, and it's something that I feel like you don't think twice about, and then
Yeah, but it's in the States, right?
Right,
The whole
yeah.
audience will be lost.
right.
Oh, all 6 of them.
Yeah. I like that you were going around with like, you can follow me here, and I'm on YouTube, and after the show.
Oh, after the show in Keswick.
Cedric would have been so proud to see you making those rounds.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to. I don't have a lot of followers or anything, but like after a show, when somebody like you get home and you turn on your phone and you have like 3 new followers, it's like
made it.
Yeah. You're like, maybe one day they'll come to another show because they enjoyed that one. Yeah. Or like one day, like when I put out my next album, maybe they'll buy it on Bandcamp because they had such a blast in Keswick. And
yeah, it is funny that it's such like a trickle now where there's not something like the Johnny Carson show that's just like immediately like everyone knows who you are.
Yeah, no, it's weird. I guess I'd be Joe Rogan. Like if I went on Joe Rogan, I'd have a fuck ton of followers. Or if Mr. Beast put me in a video.
Right.
This is my call to Mr. Beast and Joe Rogan.
But we've got Prime in the background, so maybe one of the Paul brothers.
Yeah, sure. I don't care what you did in your past. I forgive and forget, buddy. You know?
Oh my goodness.
Maybe no walks in the woods, you know? We'll keep it in the studio and
only enchanted forest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I do remember like how the stigma of a certain plant that we can't reference on this platform, how it's changed through the years, where like my parents used to be legit stressed out about me doing that, and then now it's like, oh, could you pick me some up?
Yeah. Well, yeah. When maybe I won't bleep it because when you don't just say weed, it sounds like you're doing heroin in your backyard, like a certain substance I can't talk about. But my mom, she used to think I was throwing my life in the toilet, and she'd always say, "What are all those sores on your arm?" And
now she's just like really into CBD oil. It's cool.
Okay. You know what? Your mom seems like the kind of lady who'd be into CBD oil.
Yes.
Yeah. Seems very free.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yoga and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know why I seem so rigid. Maybe it's just like the complete reaction to it.
Well, maybe your mom's base state is rigid, and she's just been pumped with so much CBD that she's comfortable now.
That's fair. Maybe I need to get on this CBD train.
Take one of the suppositories Jared brought us.
I can't wait to hang with your family when we've got the show in Trenton Friday, October 13th at the Legion.
Just my mom, probably.
Your brother better come. I would love him working the door.
I don't think he'll come.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't think my little brother's going to come to our comedy show at 9:30 at night.
I think he'll like it.
You do?
I think so.
No, he does. Like, he came to the backyard show I did in Brighton, and he had a blast. Like, he didn't understand any of the jokes, but he would hear other people laughing, so then he would laugh.
Oh, I was that kid, too.
Yeah, so I'd tell a joke, the whole crowd would laugh, and then I'd be about to say the next joke, and then he'd be like, ha 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 ha!
I laughed at the setup instead of the punch.
Yeah, thank you.
You'd be an annoying audience member if you didn't realize it was your kid brother.
Yeah, no, for sure. If he was like 12, I'd have been like, someone hit that kid. Yeah. You know?
Get him to understand the science of jokes.
It's funny.
Yeah, he seemed like just from like the Instagram stories you shared, he seemed like he'd be a little shit, like a very funny kid in that regard.
No, he was fun. He kept making, so he kept doing this to everybody. He kept being like, he's like, you want to know what my favorite Pokemon is? And I was like, what? He goes, Gulpin. I go, oh, cool, Gulpin's fun. He goes, Gulpin these nuts. And I'm like, you're 8. Later on, he's like, can we go to McDonald's? And I went, yeah, sure. And he goes, you like Mickey D's? And I went, yeah. And he went, Mickey D's nuts. He's like, you know the band Imagine Dragons? And I was like, yeah, I love Imagine Dragons. He's like, imagine dragging my balls across your chin. And I'm like, you're 8, bro. He had so many. He's like, we don't have to get Mickey D's. You like Wendy's? Wendy's nuts, drag across your chin. Just every 5 seconds, he'd hit me with another one. And I'd be like, where are you learning all this?
Oh, my God. that reminds me, when I was in first grade, I had some friends in fourth grade.
Yeah.
So I learned some terms I probably shouldn't have heard at that point in time. And I was playing Super Smash Brothers on the N64.
Okay.
And I'm losing, and I'm going, suck my dick, bitch, suck my dick. And my mom comes barreling in from the other room, unplugs the TV, unplugs the N64, and goes, you're not allowed to play these games for a week. And I'm like, why? Like, I didn't realize what I was saying was remotely wrong.
Yeah.
Because I was just hearing it, like, thrown around willy-nilly on the playground.
Yeah. That's funny. I also like using the term willy-nilly when saying you're screaming, suck my dick. And, I just thought it was silly. Silly-nilly.
But, dude, I was crying because I was trying to beat the last boss and you unplugged it and I was going to lose anyway, but it was like the last glimmer of hope.
Yeah. You're like, but he's a hand, and I gotta beat up the giant white hand. It's like a metaphor for racism.
Yeah, I was not smart enough to be up on
You were smart enough to get the metaphor, but not smart enough to know what suck my dick meant. Hilarious.
Oh my goodness. Did you get into any sort of trouble for like saying the wrong thing?
Come on in, Joey. We thought it'd be fun if you interrupted us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
he brought a cookie and an apple.
Okay.
You guys want to split the cookie?
No, it's
To
for
split
you, man.
you know what? Yeah. Let's split the cookie.
This is definitely gonna be
Here,
sure
come
go
on.
around Evan's way.
Yeah.
Joey, what we thought would be fun, but too mean, would to be invite you in to join the pod for a bit, and then pretend like we didn't tell you to join, and just yell at you
Get
when the
mad.
door opens.
I figured that's what was gonna happen.
Yeah, so that's how you just opened it a bit.
But yeah, just in case, I was like, I gotta wait for the right time.
We got this cookie chopped up.
We'll move the mic a
You
little
can have
bit
the-
closer
can have
to
the
you.
big half, pal.
I'm okay, man.
No.
I don't trust it because Joey knew that we were going to try and prank him, so he's probably done something to the cookie.
I put malic acid all over the cookie.
This is Joey Crewe, Evan's roommate.
Hello. Just the roommate, not also an amateur comedian. It's okay.
I mean, I feel like it's sadder that you said amateur comedian.
Yeah, you should have just said comedian. Now it
I
seems
don't
like
know.
this isn't a real show.
I don't know. For me, it feels too pretentious just to call myself a comedian. I don't know.
Okay. Also, he's not greasy. He just showered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like literally, I think.
Did
like,
you put lip chap on?
I put Vaseline on because my lips are dry.
Damn, you got the moistest lips I've ever seen in my life.
But yeah,
Can
like,
you look at the camera? I'm gonna zoom in.
Just shimmering. Just have that little
But
glimmer
no, like,
on them.
half an hour ago, Evan yells at me from upstairs, and I go, "What?" And he goes, "You want to be a part of the pod?" And I said, "Can I shower first?" And then, like the good little whipping boy he is, he turned to you and he goes, I heard it from upstairs. You just go, "Can he shower first?"
Wouldn't it be funny if Jesse said no?
Yeah, I'd have to.
No, can you shower first? Jesse's like, no, we gotta get this done now. I gotta get back to Newmarket.
Well, you guys still were like, "Yeah, just drop in the middle of the podcast."
Yeah, well, instead of what I said, if you walked in, or like in the other circumstance, instead of what I just said, it would have been, he didn't shower, he is greasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just the greasiest man all summer long.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't sure if you put on lip chap or if you just had already eaten an apple before you came in here. This is apple
No,
number
I haven't
2.
eaten an apple yet.
Okay.
I debated on.
The background, there's so many things going wrong.
Let's cross this off your list. Restart now. Pick a time.
Remind me tomorrow. There you go. Which means that's just going to happen again next episode. You know?
Between that, the lights going out, and Joey not enjoying that we called him your roommate.
Yeah, this is just a...
I was also going to say Nintendo expert.
Yeah, I mean, I think
he doesn't even disagree. He's like, yeah, that's...
No, I mean,
Yeah.
out of
That's my
everybody,
title.
out of everybody
like-
in the house, I'd say that's pretty accurate.
You're like, don't call me a comedian, but Nintendo expert
Nintendo
isn't too
expert,
far.
that's pretty spot on. Comedian, I don't know.
Amateur, perhaps. But I am a Nintendo expert. He's not a Nintendo amateur, all right?
I'm not a Nintendo comedian either. That's way too niche.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It reminds me of a joke I wrote for Cedric.
Yeah.
Speaking of Nintendo comedian. So it was for reference, he's Jamaican. So like the joke makes a lot more sense coming out of his mouth. It's they put a black Yoshi in Mario Kart. You can select the color of your Yoshi and you're allowed to pick a black Yoshi. Or as I call him, Yo-Yo Yoshi.
I'm surprised Cedric didn't do that.
Then he goes, I wish they did more Black Mario characters, you know? Like you could do like Jamario or like Jamaluigi, you know? Or like you could do like a black Goomba, like a Goomba clot.
I don't want to be associated with this.
See, we both don't like this, but Cedric fully did those jokes on stage.
You did?
Yeah, he tried them.
Did they work?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they work, man.
Oh my god.
I'm a genius. Larry Horowitz told me I was a prodigy.
Evan, I sent the Black Friends intro theme to my friends, and they were like white as shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's why it's funny, though. That's the point.
If you wanted to make friends more white, you'd include that theme song.
All right. Fuck you guys, man.
More white than Friends already was for the mid-90s, early 2000s.
It's not my fault that white people associate with Soulja Boy more than black people.
This is what Evan did not expect, is that we team up.
Yeah, you
on
guys
him.
are teaming up on me. I thought we were going to fucking shit on him when he came in the room. And no, he comes in and everyone's like, fuck Evan, man. He worked really hard making a video background
Yeah.
so that I can get shit on in front of it.
Joey, it's probably not so much the jokes, it's that you're pitching them to other white people.
Yeah, really.
So it's like if we laugh.
Well, we were talking about comedy and Nintendo. It was a direct segue into that bit. The only way it could have been more direct segue is if someone had also been like, how's Cedric doing? You know what I mean? Like there was so much directly leading into that joke that I had to try it.
Speaking of Cedric, how's Cedric doing?
So I wrote him this joke the other day. Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
So you said you wanted to ask Joey some questions about movies?
Yes. What would you recommend right now for a good like stoner movie?
Oh, for a good stoner movie?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that depends. If you want something like,
And this is why I wanted Joey on. I knew he'd have two different paths for me to go down.
so
Yeah,
if
choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
if you want like something that's genuinely, I think is genuinely funny, like something that you could laugh at high and just sober, I'd recommend Bottoms. It's a very gay comedy about two girls who start a female fight club to sleep with two of the popular girls, but then end up actually liking a bunch of the girls that become part of the fight club. It's like genuinely a pretty funny movie. If you want something terrifying to watch when you're high that you can turn your brain off, A Goat Story. We watched that the other night.
It's an animated film from the Czech Republic.
Yeah,
my goodness.
It's from the Czech Republic. It was dubbed into English. Like, if you watch Curtis Connor, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Can I just give you a brief synopsis?
Sure.
So in the film, this guy has a goat, right? And he named goat, and he meets this girl with the fattest ass and juiciest titties I've ever seen in my life, right? Like literally animated jiggles.
Yeah.
It's crazy. 2008. And basically this guy falls in love with the busty chick, obviously.
Yeah.
And the goat gets really jealous because the goat is in love with the guy. And he's like, "You're ignoring me. I'm your goat. You don't even give me a name." He says that, you just call me goat. And he's like, "Yeah, because you're a goat." At the end of the movie, the girl gets sentenced to death because of the goat.
Spoiler, by the way.
Yeah, he's not gonna fucking watch the movie. The girl gets sentenced to death, and when they're trying to find her, the goat switches place with her. So the
Wow.
goat gets hung.
Because he loves the guy so much.
He loves the guy so much. He wanted him to be happy and live his life with his big titty queen.
And no joke, there is an actual frame of like the two main characters' names. Jemmy is the guy, not Jimmy. Jemmy, and we thought it was Jimmy the whole time. And Katie, the busty girl, they're just like sitting on top of this hill, mourning the loss of their goat friends. And as it pans out, it just shows the goat
hanging,
hung.
At the end of the movie,
it literally fades to black, and you think that's how the movie's gonna end until the goat drops to the floor.
And at first you're like, did the rope just snap and the dead goat is on the ground now for no reason other than to shit on the goat a little more?
But then it turns out the goat shoved a metal pipe down its throat so that the rope wouldn't crush it.
Breathe.
Wow.
Yeah, so the goat lived.
So yeah, incredible high movie. Also, while
Don't
this
have to watch it now, but
don't have to watch it. But while this is happening too, there's another guy named Matthew who's he keeps getting bullied the entire movie, makes a deal with the devil to become rich, and then just gives it all up at the end of the movie. It has no bearing on anything to do with the goat.
They were just like, we need a B plot. It can't just be. Can someone write a B plot for this?
Also, on YouTube, it's one of those movies that's like a goat story, full movie, kids cartoon, and like it is incredibly sexual. Like I don't know what goes down in the Czech Republic that's like okay for children to watch, but there's like full scenes of like guys getting motorboated and we didn't even see this the first time, but when I watched it again, because I was that crazy. There's full like there's asses in the movie, but there's full like child peen. There's like children that only have tops, and for some reason they just chose to animate in wieners and butts. I don't know why.
I saw the one.
I think this is the clip for the podcast, by the way.
Children's wieners? I don't think so. All right.
That fully has got to be like censored, I think, for YouTube.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, the Simpsons movie.
Have you seen our Prime bottles?
Yes, I did see the Prime bottles. I was there when Jesse drank this whole thing. And I was also there in the store getting concerned about giving an 8-year-old Prime Energy.
Wait, what's your brother's name?
Jesse.
Really?
I told you that.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I was like, I didn't drink it. And then he was like, I was concerned about a child. And I was like, I'm older than you. That's amazing.
Also, I only pointed out the Prime bottles so I can steal your cookie.
Oh. Steal the cookie that I offered to both of you.
Yeah. I then in turn offered half of it back to steal it when you turned.
But yeah, those are like the two movies I could think of off like the top of my head.
Yeah.
Just for like good stoner times. I don't smoke, so I don't know what you call just getting high. I don't know, just like a session.
Sure.
Oh, and we also got the cat hat up there now.
Oh yeah, the cat hat.
Yeah.
Did you ever? Did you explain on the story how you found the cat hat?
It's the only thing that survived my house fire.
Really? Yeah, it's the only thing that survived your house fire. But I know you took the apple. But
it just timed out.
No.
No.
You want to recreate it?
All right, we're rolling again.
Hello and welcome back to Evan's Apple.
Evan's Apple. Did you ever explain like how you found the cat hat?
Oh, Steph was hiding it from me, and I was mad because I was like, "That's the only thing that survived my house fire is that stupid fucking cat hat. Where did you put it?" And she's like, "I hid it because it's ugly." And I was like, "Where is it?" And she's like, "If you look, you can find it." So I looked directly at it for like 10 minutes and couldn't find it.
No.
And then I found it because she was like, "It's in front of you." And I was like, "Oh, there it is, right in front of me."
She literally showed me like where she had hid it. She just showed me it because it was really ugly, and then just showed me where she hid it.
It's not really ugly.
So whenever she got Evan to like try and look for it, we'd both just be like staring at it, and then Evan would be unintentionally staring at it because
You know what? Fuck both of you guys. Pass me the hat. It's a good hat, and I'll prove it to you right now.
I think it works.
Yeah.
I don't think the finger guns help.
I think you need a more plain shirt, though. You can't go tie-dye with that much busyness.
You're right. It is pretty busy, isn't it?
Yeah, the red hair with the red beard and the tie-dye shirt. You need something to balance it out.
I don't know what the beard and the hair have anything to do with it, but...
I think I get along with Joey because we both stay very much in our lane as far as fashion goes. Like wrinkled shirts.
Yeah, wrinkled shirts.
Shirts.
That were folded but not well enough. No. So they, for some reason, kept a wrinkle.
Wrinkled shirts, Vaseline lips. You know.
Hey, it's good for the lips. You should try it.
It's good for the lips.
I unfortunately do not have any lips to try it on, so...
That sounded like some Silence of the Lambs shit. It's good for the lips.
It's good for the lips.
It's good for the lips. If only I had some.
I knew Joey would be great to have on just to talk about movies for a bit.
Okay.
Are you hitting anything TIFF related?
Oh, not like this week, but I think almost a month ago, my friend took me to see Shiva Baby at TIFF.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a movie about this girl. She's Jewish.
I figured.
Yeah, she's Jewish. She's bisexual, and she's at this this funeral the whole time. Like the whole movie takes place at this one funeral, and she runs into like her ex-girlfriend there. She's dealing with her parents. She's got her sugar daddy hookup, whatever the hell he's supposed to be, showing up at the Shiva with his wife and child, and it is like extremely dark and like depressing, but it's pretty funny, I'd say. Like, it is absolutely held up with Rachel Ann Sennett. Why did I say her middle name? Rachel Sennett. She does a great job in that movie.
Are you like an IMDb nerd?
No, not...
See, it works more with Joey because he's got a non-busy shirt.
Yeah.
No, I'm not an IMDb nerd. I only go to IMDb if they don't have a Wikipedia.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's what my friend took me to see, and then like I think a week or two later we went to see Bottoms,
nice.
which was also had Rachel Sennett in it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to keep the hat on for the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna make. Yeah, I gotta keep it on so that people know how far we are in the podcast.
Yeah. We are over 30 minutes. We are good to
crash it whenever.
Yeah.
This is how you want to end the pod?
We never ended on a climactic note. Well, I mean, the last episode with Jared, we did a freestyle rap.
Oh, and I was banging the table, and you could probably tell me now, but that for sure was shaking the audio.
I haven't edited it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I just did the Dylan Got one for this week. It was supposed to be last week, but got backed up.
I'm down to keep talking. I got time to kill.
That's been our show. Thanks for watching.
Right, thanks for watching. Can't clip it. Take us away, like you already tried to do.
I'm Jesse Ralph. He's Evan Dubois. Joey Crewe, amateur comedian.
Amateur comedian, expert Nintendo guy.
Yes.
All right.
Movie expert as well. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Nobody gets this far anyway.
Oh, wait, instead of cat in the hat, this is just cats on the hat, which is why I like the hat. Cool. Bye.